Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and I have here the Alcatel Onyx or the Alcatel One X. I put these phones side by side in the specs, and it's pretty much that's what this phone is, from what I can tell. It has a 5.5 inch 720 by 1440 display, 13 megapixel camera with a 2 megapixel as well, LED flash with HDR, records in 1080p at 30 frames per second with a 5 megapixel on the front. And the front video has an LED flash as well. The front facing camera has an LED flash as well. You also get a 720p recording on the front. It does have a loudspeaker, active noise cancellation, 3000 milliamp hour battery inside. This is pushing a MediaTek processor, the 6739. So this should be pretty interesting. I mean, you want budget? This is budget. This is about as budget as it gets. So we're going to crack this open, give it a rundown. I'll set it up. You see what you get inside here. You got a SIM ejection tool, charging cable, and everything like that. So we'll throw all this back inside here because we probably won't need this. And I was out and about on my email account, and Alcatel reached out to me and said, "Hey, you want to review another one of our phones?" I said, "Sure, send it over." You know what I'm saying? And this is what they sent over, the Cricket version, pretty much of the One X. So I'm going to fire this up here. First, I want to give you a look around the phone here. It has this soft touch, like, remember the OnePlus One? Yeah, but softer. This feels really good. And if you look closely, you can see the design as it just tapers off and goes around the bottom and everything, and along the sides, and then back up here to the headphone jack. So you've got two cameras here, the LED flash, obviously, and the fingerprint reader on the back, some Cricket branding, and then the Alcatel branding. We're going to give it a power on. And you see the screen booting up here. This is a really nice form factor. It appears to be the 18:9 ratio, which is pretty cool. You've got power button and volume over here, and then you've got SIM ejection tool SIM ejection on that side, headphone up top, microphone, and then you've got, unfortunately, micro USB. But again, when you're thinking about the budget, this is what you get here. And you got these dual setups down here on the bottom. Now I said it appears to be, sorry about that. It is the 18:9 ratio. It feels really good in the hand, man. Let me get my Pixel, something that's about the size of this, just to give you a quick size comparison. So it's pretty much just a little bit taller than the Pixel. I mean, this is the Pixel 3. I mean, this is just a smidgen taller. It's a little bit more lightweight than the Pixel 2. But we're going to get this all set up. And I'm going to skip through just so I can get in here. Let me go back real quick. See if I can pop this in real fast, real time. Let's see here. I don't know if they put service on this SIM card, but if they didn't, I'll just go ahead and, use one of my own. Sometimes when companies send over review units, they put service on it for 30 days just to give you a fair chance to test it out. And that's perfectly fine. So let's agree to the terms. Let's get the... Okay. So it's got LT up there now. And we'll get this thing all set up. Let's just skip this for now. I want to get into the home screen and show you what it's going to be like when you just go through. So let's not name it. Let's just go through. Let's set up a fingerprint here. Let's go. Yes. Let's create 000 000 000, and we're going to be getting in. So this is the fingerprint reader. So I'm pressing it on there, doing what I got to do, get it all set up. I've seen people do both fingers under one so they can use either hand. Shout out to Spectacular Gadgets. She does it all the time. She'll put like 4 fingers under one setup. It trips me out. I'll just do it this way. That's just what I'm accustomed to. So, all right. So the fingerprint is set up. Oh, it has face, add face data. Okay. I'm glad I'm going through this setup. Let me go ahead and add a face real quick. Let's put in a pin. And it's telling you to agree to their disclaimer. And it's going to start up. We're going to add face just a second here. And it added my face just in that instance. I didn't like pause the video or anything like that. It just added it. I don't know how secure that'll be. But in fact, we do have it. So no thanks. And we're going to get right into the setup here. Let's accept the Cricket agreement. And here's what you got when you first fire this phone up. If you are a person just firing this phone up, you took it out of the box, you set it up. Here we go. So first thing is let's look for what I would consider bloatware. So it's configuring the notifications and everything there. So we're going to swipe up here, and there's nothing here to my surprise. Now this phone does have 2 gigs of RAM. So I'm not thinking it's going to be the fastest, most fluid phone, but I don't want to go into it with any kind of bad expectations, because, I want to give it a fair shake. So, let's see here. Facebook to me is definitely, something that I do not enjoy. I don't have a Facebook. Okay. So you can't uninstall it, but I guess it'll at least let me disable it. Yeah. It's force stop. And the phone is obviously going through some kind of setup here with the registering of the network and all that kind of stuff. But after the Facebook, okay, so we got Pandora, you got Next Radio, you got the My Cricket thing. What else you got that I would consider? You got the Scoop. I wouldn't consider that something that I would use. But then you got Amazon pre-installed. And that's pretty much it. So let's go into settings here. Here we go. So it's got 32 gigs of storage and 8 of that used. So you can see how much is gone. And let's go to system about 8.1.0. And if that's important to you, security patch is December 5th. And I know they know that, consumers aren't gonna be worried about software updates. Not if you're buying a phone at this price point, unless it's a Motorola, and even so, I don't think consumers actually care about software updates like us techies do. So, I like that it has a gallery app though. I'm feeling that. I like phones with gallery apps, not the Google one. I mean, their own gallery app. So let's get rid of this if we can. And, yeah, I think that's how I'll do it for now. So, overall, immediately, I'm going to go ahead and take some photos too, and a little bit of video. I'm not going to go outside yet. I'll give you a separate video for that. But overall, man, this is the setup. This is what you get when you first crack this out of the box. The fact that they have like Pandora and Next Radio on there, I consider those to be bloatware. Cause anything that's not just a part of what it's supposed to be, it's bloatware to me, because I want the option to install what I want. But this isn't a bad thing. I mean, this phone is what, $30 on Cricket or $50 on Cricket? Let me see here. It's $39 if you port your number over, and $59 if you don't. So, I mean, come on. This is what it is. People who are buying these phones, and to be fair, tons of people are buying these phones, folks, so they wouldn't keep making them. But let's crack open the camera app at least for now. You don't need my location. And just to show you exactly what it's like. So you've got 4x3 selected. You can go all the way up to 18:9, which, obviously is going to make it zoom. You got 1:1 and 4x3. And you've got HDR. You can turn on HDR. You can turn off HDR. You got the auto flash and everything up there. You've got portrait mode, which is very nice when you consider, I got to test that in this video. You got panorama and you got auto. Let's go into more. And so let's go up here to settings, and let's see. Video is going to be 1080p, the highest it can go. It says it does have video stabilization. We shall see about that. And that's ultimately it. You get the picture size at 13 megapixel. And if I flip it to the front, it'll definitely show me that it's 720p. You got time lapse, you got the filters, you got light trace. You know what that is, like when you're on the highway, you want to just sit and, you get it. Pick up all the car lights. So let's take a look at the camera's footage just right here in the office for now, folks, before we get out of here. And then this is a $59 phone that is probably really good. I mean, I don't believe in saying at this point that, oh, that's for old people or that's for little kids. I think nowadays, man, it is what it is. That's the fingerprint reader. People are buying the phones that they want and they're suitable to them. And while some people, I think the reason people say that about phones that don't cost a lot is because you fear that your child is going to break it and you don't want to invest in a $200 or $300 phone and then they break it the next day and then you're out of that money. You got to file a claim or buy them a new one. So phones like this are always considered throwaway phones and things like that. But trust me when I tell you, tons of people are using these for day-to-day use and they are completely happy with it because unlike us, a phone is not at the top of their list. It's your man Jay. Check out this video footage and photos or whatever. I'm going to test a portrait for sure. I'll see you in the next video and I will definitely give you a follow-up on this one. Take care. All right, guys, so here's a video from the front camera. This is just a quick sample of me holding the phone. I did take that portrait photo and it didn't look too good, so let me know what you think about the audio quality and the video from the front camera. All right, guys, now here's the rear camera, just me holding the phone and just giving you a quick sample. Remember, I will be showing you more footage on the cameras in a later video. But for now, this is the outro. It's your man Jay, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.